Welcome, ninjas, to a long shot production. In this series, we're going to cover how to create a pop song from scratch. We're going to cover everything from arrangement, mixing, and even mastering. Stay tuned.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Pop Track from Scratch. We are going to do the top line vocals. We are going to record the verse 1, the verse 2, and the chorus. Now, the way I set this up is to make, to be honest with you, I'm not really a professional when it comes to recording videos, but I'm going to do my best. Now, that being said, I want to make sure that you guys understand what I'm doing with the vocals. Okay, so what I did is I imported the track. Now, you'll see I have up to the chorus. And then you see that I am also putting the first verse back where the second verse is, essentially, because I'm going to be recording verse 1, verse 2 in the chorus. Excuse me. Now, one thing to consider when you are working with someone else other than just yourself when it comes to singing is to, you gotta excuse me, is to have fresh water for your singer available. You know, the most important thing to remember is you want your singer to be comfortable. I am recording an acoustically treated room, so I'm using, proper pop filters. I'm using a, I'm using a WA87 Warm Audio 87 microphone. Behind me, I'm using a huge comforter to kind of absorb the sound reflections off the walls and etc. Okay, continuing on to the track. Now, you're going to see that I have here four plugins. And the first one is just a transformer model made by Kush Audio. And what it does is it kind of essentially, I don't use the phase and I don't use the minus 20 dB boost, because what this does is it just adds a little bit of, I guess you want to say flavor, like a Neve type flavor to the vocals, and then that's it. We do use this very sparingly. That being said, we are moving on to the next part. The next one we are using Greg Wells' Voice Centric. Now, this is kind of a must, I guess you would say, when it comes to vocals. Now, we use this very sparingly. We don't use the delay, doubler, or reverb right off the bat, because right now we're just adding flavor to the vocals so they're not so dry. Next on the lineup, we use a Pro Q EQ, and this looks like it's drastic, but it's under 3 decibel variance. Usually you see something probably like this, but 3. Now what I'm doing is I'm doing a pretty sharp cut here at about 160. That's possibly too high, and we are doing this cut at 48 decibels per octave. Next on the lineup is the Renaissance Vox, the compressor, and what this does is it does a little bit of general compression to the vocals, kind of like a must. They have a gate feature here that I never use. I will never use it. So this is what we have on the record. Now on the record, you'll see we have below record track, we have a lead track, and we have the backing vocals track. And so the way I do this, I know everybody's all Pro Tools when it comes to recording vocals. I don't care what you use, as long as you just follow through and maintain integrity of how you use your recording. I like to use Ableton when I'm recording, and I do this because I guess I'll give you an example. When I'm recording, okay, I'll record the verse simultaneously maybe 5-6 times, and then I'll go into the track and I will duplicate the doubles. So I'll right click, duplicate, and then I'll comp it my way, as opposed to, I know it's easier in Pro Tools and I don't care. I prefer it this way, and I'm just used to this, and I'm old school, and that's just the way things go. Okay, so I record, say I do the verse, right? I'm recording the verse, and I'm recording. I believe it's around here. And so I'm going to record the verse like 5, 6, 7, 10 times, however many times I want to get it. And then I'll comp it, and then I'll bring the final comp into this lead verse track right here after I bounce the track, because I want to bounce it with these plugins here. Okay, so I'll bounce the track from the record after I comp it, after I'm happy with it, and then I will bring it into the verse, and from the verse I will get I have some, or to the lead I have some group plugins that I use as well. Now I will go through this one by one when I am starting to mix the vocals. So essentially our first step is to just record the vocals, and then we will comp the vocals, and then we'll bring those vocals into their proper tracks and into the bus compressors and EQs and everything in between. And then after that we will export them as solo tracks, and then we'll import those into proper place that we need to. Okay, that being said, I have my lyrics prepared, and then I guess what we're going to do is just jump right into it and start recording. Now, first of all, I'm not saying that I'm the best lyricist in the world. I design my lyrics based around how I feel the song. A song to me is a little sad because it's in a minor key. It's E minor. So the lyrics that I wrote for the song are, well, they're a little bit on the broken up relationship kind of type deal. So I understand that if the lyrics don't suit you, that's too freaking bad. That's how I wrote the lyrics for the song. That being said, we are going to move onward and continue on. So let's just go one step at a time. So under the record track, I'm going to have the ability to hear myself, and the way I do that is to do hold on. You don't want to hear my voice twice. Okay, so the volume here is going to allow me to hear myself while I'm singing. This I bring it. I keep the basic reverb, and then I turn it into the pre/post toggle, and I turn the pre on, right? So essentially what it's doing is it's allowing me to hear the reverb before it hits the track's plugins. So I'll turn that on like so. So now you hear the reverb. Now it is pre as in post. And the reverb allows you to, I guess, audit your own voice while you're singing. And it's kind of important to hear that. You don't want to be necessarily hearing too much dryness. Now this, keep in mind, is not going to be recorded to the channel. So I'll give you an example here. So I'm recording something right now, and I'm recording with the pre on and the pre-fader on, and yeah, whatever. Now let's listen to it. So I'm recording something right now, and I'm recording with the pre on and okay, so you get the picture. On my interface, I already adjusted the preamp where I wanted it. Now it's actually really annoying to hear my voice into the headset right now because I'm trying to talk to you. This is okay. So I'm recording. Just delete that. Okay. So I'm going to move this over, because it'll drive me nuts if it's not in line the way I want it to. Okay. So the way I do this is I go into the record, I highlight this area. Okay, so this is verse 1, and I'm going to loop it. And The way I do it is I just have it looping while I'm recording, and I'm going to show you a little trick that a lot of people probably don't know about. How you think you're recording over your previous recording, even though it's looping, but you're really not. Okay, let me grab the lyrics. And so I'm going to do a warm-up first. Always warm up, and I do lip trill warming. So I sing a song through lip trills, or the verse rather, and then I'll sing the song once over and make sure I have it. Now make sure you're always recording while you are even warming up, because sometimes you might get a take that you really want to keep, right? So we'll turn the pre-fader reverb on, like so. I like it a little high, or more, I shouldn't say high, but more easily audible. And then we will do our record. So, I'm going to start right here, and we'll start recording. Actually, we do lip trill, it sounds so funny, but it's a really good warm-up. We'll do a lip trill warm-up first. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I saw you yesterday with your old friend, holding hands again. I'm singing a song and I'm warming up alone again, yeah. I saw you yesterday with your older friend, holding hands again. I'm sitting in the corner playing X and O's again, alone, yeah. Okay, I feel a little warmed up. One thing I realized is the beginning of my verse is actually on the upbeat. The upbeat. So I'm gonna actually have to record from there, from two bars to the left there. And we'll loop that so that it kind of gives me an opportunity to, to sing properly. Anyway, that being said, let's just jump into it. Let's see how the vocals sound and do a record. And then you'll see exactly how I do it. Now, I re-record over the record. I don't stop to get the comps. You have to excuse me. I am still sick. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's, alone again, yeah. I saw you yesterday with your old friend, holding hands again. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I saw you yesterday with your old friend, holding hands again. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I saw you yesterday with your old friend, holding hands again.
I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I saw you yesterday with your old friend holding hands again. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I saw you yesterday with your old friend holding hands again. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I saw you yesterday with your old friend holding hands again. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I saw you yesterday with your old friend holding hands again, yeah. All right, so let's get rid of that and we will
Turn that on. Okay, so there we go. I have recorded this now. I'm going to duplicate this track. And I'm going to rename this L1. And okay, so when you open up the track and zoom out, you'll see all the takes here, right? So you can just go up to here and do that and expand it all the way. All right, so there you go. You have your multiple takes. Now, the way you can do this is to just, Control D. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 takes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I push Control D 6 times, and it's going to duplicate that track in just a second after my computer stops blowing up. Okay, there you go. So this will be the first take, and so this will be the second one. And I know this seems tedious, but this is the way I do it, and it's fine. I don't mind doing it this way. So yeah, I don't mind. We're doing this one, I believe. And we're doing this one. I realize that I'm not doing this right. That's fine. Okay. So that's what I do to get my takes. All right. And we're just going to put this in properly because we got to just clean it up. Oh, jeez. Okay, so there we go. We have all our comps, right? So I just shrink these. Make my life easier. This is our record, and these are our comps, right? So we're gonna just throw the volume back up. And so
I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's alone again.
Okay, so I know with the first one, I didn't actually like it because I screwed up the vocals. It's
alone again.
so I know that this is not going to be comped. So
I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I'm sitting in the corner I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah.
I didn't care for this part, so I really like this one.
I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again.
So I like this, so I'll move this up to my comp. So the way I'm doing that is I'm just holding control and I'm dragging it up, just that part right.
I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah.
So I gotta find one. Oh. No, I don't want to be doing that. I gotta find an alone yeah that I like.
Alone, yeah. Alone, yeah. Alone, yeah.
I like that one.
Alone, yeah. Alone, yeah. Alone, yeah. Alone, yeah. Alone, yeah.
I like this one. So just drag that out.
Again, alone, yeah. Again, alone, yeah. Again, sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah.
So it's a little abrupt there. We'll just do that and do a crossfade. Not necessary, but we'll just do that instead of a crossfade. So this is what we have so far for the first verse.
I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah.
Okay, good. So I like that. So we'll just... we'll just deactivate all this, I guess, for now. Okay. Okay, so this is what we have.
I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I saw you yesterday with your old friend, holding hands again, yeah.
See, I didn't like the yeah there because it sounded like I was out of breath, and I think I was. So we'll just go through the list here and find out what we like.
I saw you yesterday with your old friend. I saw you yesterday with your old friend holding hands. I saw you yesterday with. I saw you yesterday. I saw you yesterday with your old friend holding hands again. I saw you yesterday with your old friend holding hands again. I saw you yesterday with your old friend holding. I saw you I saw you yesterday.
Off tune there a bit.
I saw you yesterday.
That's why you have auto tune though.
I saw you yesterday with your old friend holding hands.
So I think I like that part.
I saw you yesterday with your old friend holding hands again.
So I like this idea.
Friend holding hands again, yeah.
I don't like the yeah, so just get rid of that.
Friend holding hands again.
So I don't know if I like the yeah in there. Oops, I don't want to time structure that. Can't see my keyboard properly.
Hands again.
Okay, so I think that's what I like so far. Let's see.
I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I saw you yesterday with your old friend holding hands again.
Okay, so make sure that you, when you do these, when you start comping your like two different takes from two different when you start comping from two different takes, make sure that you do a crossfade so that you don't get any clicking.
Your old friend, your old friend holding, your old friend holding hands again.
Okay, so I think I'm you know, for the sake of time and for the sake of your sanity and my sanity from hearing the same thing over and 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 over again, we're just gonna use that verse. Now keep in mind that I probably will be re-recording this with my producer partner who speaks Cantonese, and we'll be doing the song in Cantonese, but this is just to show you how the process works for me. Okay, so our takes are done for the first verse, and we're just gonna minimize that, and then we're gonna go and delete this. So now we're gonna do some adjustments if we need to, right?
I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah.
With this plugin, this voice centric, you really don't want to go extreme with it. 2 to 3, you know, for the gain reduction is plenty.
I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I saw you yesterday with your old friend holding hands again. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah.
So what I'm doing here is I'm looking for where the warmness of the voice disappears just ever so slightly, and then I'm gonna pull it back a little bit.
I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah.
I think that's where I like it. And finally, we'll do the Renaissance Vox compression.
I'm sitting in the
Very
corner
slow.
playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I saw you yesterday with your old friend holding hands again.
All right. So now the way we do this is we select the verse, right? And then we will go File, Export, and How do I want to do this? Make sure there's nothing on this master. And we will mute this.
I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's.
Okay, good. So we'll export the master. Make sure you export in. Okay, so I recorded in 44,100, so we got to keep it at 44,100. But make sure your bit depth remains 32, unchanged. And we will click export, and we will name this verse 1. And I'm naming this song. What am I naming this song? Hold on. I think I'm naming it To the End. Actually, hold on, so you can see everything. Export. Verse 1 uncomped or comped and To the End, and we will save that. All right. It's quicker to just do it this way, I find. And we will. So essentially what we'll do is we'll put it in the verse, right? So let's look for it. I have a lot of crap. What can I say? Verse 1 comped To the End. And we'll put it here. So
I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I saw you yesterday with your old friend holding.
That's obviously with all the plugins on the lead box on, which we don't want right now. We want to bypass for now.
I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah.
So it'll sound the same as this.
I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah.
I actually can notice a subtle difference, like a little bit lower end coming in. We'll clean that up with the EQ later. But this is what we have so far.
I'm sitting in the corner playing X's and O's again, alone, yeah. I saw you yesterday with your old friend holding hands again. I'm sitting in the...
There you go. So that is how we do the vocals. Now, what I'm going to do behind the scenes is I'm going to go and record everything. You know exactly how it's done. Excuse me. And then I'm going to come back in, and then I'm going to show you how to get the vocals to where you want them to be. So I'm just going to go do the boring shit. I'm just going to go record, and then I'll come back once everything's in place. You know how it's done. And we'll mix from there. So in the meantime, I hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button below.